Welcome, and today we're going to be talking about a design method from IDEO known as behavioral archaeology. In this type of archaeology, there's an emphasis on artifact-human interactions, more specifically, observing the areas and objects in people's lives and attempting to understand the relationships between them all. And through this technique, a designer can draw conclusions about habits and societal values connected to the observed artifacts. So with that, let's start digging. For our analysis, we have multiple desk spaces to look at. On this first one, we see one object central to the purpose of this desk, the computer. Everything else is positioned around it. A desk lamp sits behind the computer monitor, but it's bent towards the wall, its on-off switch is covered by a speaker. And from that placement and how inconvenient it's been made to use, we can assume the lamp doesn't get used quite often. It's not as important. On the other hand, this book sits over the mouse pad, an object likely used pretty frequently. Looking closer at the evident wear on the corners and cover of the book, it's clearly pretty old. It's probably been read through multiple times before. From a design perspective, if we cared about any of the particular items on the desk itself, or just the owner of it all, we'd want to be familiar with how the user interacts with all of these items and in what context. The placement and use of one object speaks not only to its own importance, but to the importance of the items around it. This second desk shows a pretty similar theme. Computer in the center and everything else placed in a way that leaves room for that primary function. Now looking closer, a few small items sit directly in front of the chair, right at arm's reach. There are a few hair ties showing that this user with long hair has reason to keep their hair up and out of their face while sitting at this desk, and they want quick access to that. Less central, but still near the front of the desk, is some music hardware. The keyboard is right up front, ready to be played at a moment's notice. And in the real estate on this desk, that tissue box and plush doll certainly got the low end of the bargain. They're still present, but they're pushed far back, leaving room for decidedly more important objects. Overall, the act of behavioral archaeology in general helps construct a narrative about users that's hopefully closer to reality than simply making up some imaginary person. And that's its use as a design method.